up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, we're going to talk about some Halloween and some news, potentially, and speculation. So first off, you guys, if you're in the horror community, if you're in the Halloween community, I know you've heard that the potential runtime for Halloween Ends has been revealed, which is 1 hour and 52 minutes. Now, this made me very excited because this is potentially, yes, this is the longest Halloween. So I can see that happening with this being an end of the trilogy and the closeout Halloween. They have a lot to explain, a lot of character development, a lot of build up possibly. I'm excited because we're going to get more Halloween on the screen. It's not going to be nothing that's kind of short or anything. So I'm excited. Now, I don't know if this is true. I've just heard it. It's not like on, you know, IMDb. I want to say I don't think it's on there. Not Cinemark. I didn't see it on nothing that's too, you know, cemented. So just, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But I've heard it a couple of times today and yesterday about it being 1 hour and 52 minutes. Now we've also with the freaking test screenings, they were saying it's about 2 hours of runtime, which is it's good to me in my opinion, because if this is the last film, of course it's going to have to, you know, be a little longer to explain a lot of things. I mean, we had like It Chapter 2, which was so long, and it was like, now look, I'm a fan of It, but Chapter 2 was kind of like, it was like a lot, it was long for the wrong reason. Like, it was not like not a lot going on, but I know that's how, you know, they wanted it to be. But that's all, you know. Potentially this means that we can possibly get some flashbacks. Now this is something that's leading to my speculation I want to talk about. So we know what kills and everything, how it ended with Judy Greer and Karen and everything. Now I was thinking, I wonder if we're going to pick up literally from that night where Karen's laying on the floor, or is that going to just be a flashback scene? You know, like it's kind of 4 years later and it goes back showing it through the film, you know, what happened. It could possibly be that. Now I don't know if I'm a fan of that, but yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see what's the aftermath of that night, you know, with Laurie and Allyson and stuff like that. So yeah, but something I want to talk to you guys about is Laurie and Allyson. I've talked about this in the past, but it's kind of really growing on me even more now. We have Allyson and Laurie, right? They have this, obviously it's like, you know, they're getting closer. I imagine, because, you know, Judy Greer is dead. So I've heard, and you know, the plot that Laurie's gonna live with Allyson and stuff like that. So I wonder if Allyson's gonna be kind of like the one to just pick up her stuff and leave in a way. You know what I mean? Like maybe she's just done. She doesn't have anything left but her grandma. So her grandma comes live with her, and Allyson, you know, she leaves. She leaves Haddonfield somehow, way, shape, or form. She leaves, and you know, Laurie's behind her. And you know, in the plot, they say that Laurie embraces life. So this is probably why she has the time to write a book and everything, a memoir and everything, a book about what's going on. She has time to have an open mind and everything, because you know, they haven't seen Michael since that night potentially. So what if, you guys, I don't know, but something brings, you know, Allyson back to Haddonfield. Now what if Karen gets buried in Haddonfield? You know, she has a little tombstone or something, because they have to focus on Karen. She's not just any character. So I can see, like, what if she has, like, you know, a tombstone or something, or, you know, a headstone, and, you know, Allyson goes back to, you know, visit her. But what if, you know, I even talked about this, what if Allyson dates Corey and she meets Corey in Haddonfield? Like, I don't know how she meets him, but he becomes like the new Cameron. What if she dates him? What if she doesn't? Just that, anyways, they become close in a way, and they're kind of like for a long distance or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they do stuff through laptop, like video calls or something like that. But Laurie is back where they stayed, and Allyson's gonna be, you know, possibly, we've talked about this, that reason that Laurie has to come back, but it's not because of Allyson. She's gonna have to come to protect our granddaughter. But as we've seen, that Corey's been accused. He's been accused of killing someone he's babysitted. So it can really be something up that alley where, you know, they come back. That, you know, they go back to Haddonfield, and Corey's been accused of being his babysitter killer or whatever. But Allyson's trying to tell Laurie it's Michael, but Laurie doesn't want to deal with it anymore, because after what Hawkins said, it's not about you, Laurie. And yeah, And you know, we can even get like, you know, when stuff goes on, we can see that Corey is innocent and Allyson has to prove him wrong, and Laurie gets involved, almost, you know, like trying to make these guys, you know, believe that it's not Corey. And Laurie goes on this little thing trying to see if this is, you know, Michael. Maybe she goes looking around like, maybe this is Michael, man, because this kid obviously he's acting innocent and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know, but and you know, just to think on that, I think that Laurie's going to be the one that wants to stand back, and Allyson and Corey will bring Laurie into it. It's not going to be Laurie being head first. I think it's going to be like Allyson and Corey, or just Allyson herself is going to kind of make Laurie take a, you know, a head first dive into it to protect, because she can't lose Allyson like she lost Karen. So she's going to the maximum extent to just protect her and everything. So that's how she gets brought into it. Myers comes back, maybe because, you know, we see Corey. Maybe this what happens. It can be a lot of things. Maybe Corey's in that sewer and he gets killed and his name comes up on the news or something, and the way he gets found, Allyson thinks of Michael, and this is how it happens. Or, you know, this is how it happens. Or maybe that same night we see Allyson, you know, getting out of the car. Maybe it can be something like that. Maybe the police comes to the house. We think, I was saying that, you know, before I end this off, that maybe, you know, Corey is the copycat. What if Corey's not the copycat, right? He's not the copycat, it's just someone else. I don't know who it can possibly be. But, you know, the police and everything, that happens, and the police doesn't even get called for the copycat. He just runs out. But the police comes up to Laurie and Allyson because they know they're seeing Corey Cunningham around with them to pronounce him dead. And him being pronounced dead was that sewer scene, and they find out that it was Michael who killed Corey. And that was, you know, he becomes this big name in the story. Now, he might not die in the beginning. He might can potentially die in the middle. We get some character development and everything with him. So, yeah, I just really think that that can possibly be that. Also, it can be a, you know, something that happens where Corey dies and Allyson and Laurie gets notified, you know. He dies, you know, innocent. He died an innocent kid. Maybe he didn't do it. Maybe Michael the whole time completed something along the lines. Maybe we get a little flashback scene showing what Michael did after that night and kills. I would like to see that. Now, don't go too in depth with it, but just kind of show what did he do after he killed Karen. I know he didn't. Possibly, I don't know. I know for a fact Michael probably didn't stand in that window. He probably just got out and walked into the ether, like, you know, I'm done with this. And I played with the fact that what if that night Michael went a couple blocks over and Corey lives in Haddonfield and he's babysitting, because you know all babysitters are babysitting on Halloween night, and that's when the situation happens and everything. And you know, that's how it all starts. 4-year time jump. It shows us that Corey's still facing this after 4 years, been accused of a murderer, and he's kind of grown this obsession to try to explain Michael is still out there, and and on his way of trying to tell you guys that Michael did this, he starts to read up on him, and he grows his obsession like Christine, like, you know, you know, it was like a obsession that he didn't know he will, you know, get put on him until he started doing more research on Myers. And he goes in the sewers to prove his point by, you know, like I told you guys, the bulldozer, maybe the house gets bulldozed and Myers is, you know, under the fucking ground near the house in the sewers, and then, you know, Corey just takes it upon himself to be, you know, to be that guy that goes looking for Michael, and he's in the sewers. And, you know, maybe it's a myth that, you know, they said Michael's in the sewers, you know, after the house got took away from him, you know, and he's in the sewers, and he really is down there, and he kills Corey. And like I said, maybe that's the same, or it can be, like I said, Corey can really be the copycat, and Laurie busts some shots, she calls the cops, someone was an intruder in my house, and it wasn't Michael, but Corey is running from the cops, he has nowhere to go, and he slides open the sewer. He goes in the sewer, running from the cops, taking off his getup, and then Michael catches him. Michael catches him and kills him, and that steals Allyson's friend, and get the notification later through the movie. You know, it could be a lot of things, you guys, but yeah, I think that will be crazy though, to just, you know, see that happen to Corey in that type of way, shape, or form. Like, he's innocent, but he dies innocent. It will make us so mad, I think. But I definitely think that Allyson and Corey is going to bring Laurie into a head first, because we see that in the plot that they're saying that Laurie, she's embracing life. She's embracing life. She's writing her memoir, and it's definitely like the proof is in the pudding that those two somehow, way, shape, or form, or at least Allyson, is going to be the reason that Laurie comes back and has to deal with Michael. So comment down below what you guys think about that. I like scary. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me on my social media. I like scary on Instagram, I like scary 77 on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, and I like scary on Twitter. And don't forget you guys to become a member of the Patreon, the exclusive content that benefits of the channel. Also right there next to it where it says subscribe, next to it click join. You become a member of the channel, get a nice little cool badge next to your name. And yeah, you guys, check out the official I Like Scary merch store. Watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace.